Good evening, and thank you for joining us on the Black Business Project Show. The Black Business Project Show. The Black Business Project Show. This show is all about celebrating Black excellence, entrepreneurship, and community. Each week, we spotlight Black-owned businesses, share their stories, and highlight the impact they're making right here in our communities. We also bring you educational tips and cultural features, giving you not just inspiration, but real tools and knowledge you can use to grow and succeed. So sit back, stay tuned, and get ready to be informed, inspired, and empowered. Good evening, and thank you for joining us on the Black Business Project Show. I'm Nigeria. Let's get into it.
In a community that's rich with hues and shades, it's time to address a challenge that often lurks the shadows away: colorism. We are beautiful no matter what shade of brown we are. Let's stop colorism. Together, let's break the barriers of colorism and build bridges of acceptance. Join Bantucola, where we're actively working to eradicate colorism. Visit our website to discover how you can be part of the movement where diversity in all its shades are celebrated. Celebrating Blackness in every hue by eliminating colorism.
Are you looking to grow your business? Do you want to earn up to twice your revenue? The Black Business Project can help you get there. Become a sponsor today and gain exposure. The options to be a sponsor include segment sponsor, presenting sponsor, and community sponsor. If you're interested and want to learn more, please contact this email down below.
Welcome back to the Black Business Project Show. In this week's community-focused segment, we're honoring one of Pensacola's most powerful hometown heroes, General Daniel Chappie James Jr. General James was the first African-American four-star general in the United States military, a Tuskegee Airman, a fearless pilot, and a lifelong advocate for education, leadership, and integrity. But beyond the titles and honors, Chappie James represented something even greater: the spirit of perseverance, discipline, and faith that defines our community. That legacy lives on today at the General Daniel Chappie James Museum of Pensacola, located in his childhood home at 1608 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. When you visit, you're not just walking through a museum, you're stepping into the story of a young man from Pensacola who dreamed big, worked hard, and soared higher than anyone thought possible. For the Black community and for everyone who believes in breaking barriers, this museum stands as a reminder of what's possible when we believe in ourselves and each other. It's a story of family, community, and legacy. To give us a more personal look at the man behind the medals, I'm honored to welcome Brittany James, the granddaughter of General Chappie James. Brittany, thank you so much for being here. Your grandfather broke so many barriers during his lifetime. How do you think his strength and determination have influenced the way your family approaches challenges today?
Yes, so I go by Britt. My name's Brittany James, and I am the youngest granddaughter of the late General Chappie James. One of my favorite quotes from my grandfather, from Chappie, was that excellence rises above all adversity. So excellence doesn't know a race. So when you're trying to pursue something and whether it's make the grades or get that position or rise to the top. When you pursue things with excellence, no one can deny you regardless of the color of your skin. And so that has definitely trickled down to myself, my family, our generation, for all of our family members, for all of us kids to know where we came from, who he was, what he stood for, the barriers that he broke, the huge accomplishments that he had that were even bigger than the military, even within the civil rights movement. He was a product of the Tuskegee Airmen out of Alabama, and they also live by that motto that excellence breaks all barriers and it rises above all adversity. So in terms of how our family lives and when it comes to challenges and rising above, if you pursue it with excellence, nobody can deny you.
We all know General Chappie James as a trailblazer and a leader, but what was it like at home? Are there any family stories or moments that really show who he was as a person?
Where I hear a lot of stories from people of all ages that have either encountered him or their parents served with him or their grandparents went to school with him. So I relish the stories because that's what I live off of, especially since I didn't get to meet him. The family stories are a lot about how he loved to sing and how he was a great football player. And even my dad being the super baby, so much younger, the stories of when my dad, I think might have been in his teen years, got in trouble, and how my grandfather, came into the house and opened the door. And my dad, his name's Claude, but they called him Spud after Chappie's best friend, and came into the house and shook the whole house when he opened the door. And, took one step and he was already in the living room, yelling at my dad because of whatever he did, because he was a little mischievous. Those stories of just how he commanded attention, but yet he was still like the life of the party. And even stories about how, after a long day, he would go over to where the lower ranking officers were and go spend time with the younger guys, the newer ones that were newer into serving in the military. So he didn't, exclude himself just to the up and ups. He spent time with even the new, fresh people that hadn't had any experience yet. And I've even had people tell me he made you feel like you were the only one in the room when he would sit and talk with you, even if you seemingly were a nobody and didn't have anything to bring to the table. Chappie still wanted to learn about you, and he would lean in and talk to you and just really make you feel like you're the only one in the room, that you're very special. Even though he was on this very high level of security clearance, if you will, he still took the time to stop and talk to people and get to know them, even would remember people. I've heard stories from those that were young, cadets, maybe 18, 19, fresh in the military, and they would see him at one military base, and then years later, they would have another pass by, and he would remember them. They're like, he's a 4-star general. How did he remember me? So he actually cared about people. That was something that I definitely carry away from all the stories that I hear.
The Chappie James Museum is such a special way to honor his legacy. How did the idea for the museum come about, and what was that journey like for your family?
So the museum came after the Flight Academy was founded. So the Flight Academy is definitely like a youth program, and they do amazing things. They're teaching young kids how to fly, especially there in the Black community there in Pensacola, where anywhere else these kids would not have that opportunity. So my uncle Danny, again, who was also a general, he took the time to help that Flight Academy get off the ground and make sure they were doing things the way that my grandfather would have wanted them to do it. And then from there, because that property is where my great-grandmother's school was, the museum came about from local leadership that said, we also need to pay homage to not just Chappie, but his mother and the changes and the legacy that she created in Pensacola. And it's a very dedicated small group of board members that open those doors Wednesday through Saturday and give tours and let, school groups come through. So they've done a fantastic job of recreating the schoolroom. And there's even a Tuskegee Airmen exhibit. It's just fascinating. There's even memorabilia actually from my grandfather that is there as well. It's been such an honor to work with them and just to see how they keep continuing to come up with new ideas and continuing to fill that museum with artifacts and exhibits that are really true to the James family and my grandfather's legacy.
And finally, thinking about the next generation, what do you hope young people, especially those from Pensacola, take away from your grandfather's life and example?
Definitely hard work. Nothing came easy to him, especially in the era that he grew up. Born in 1920, and so it was, the 30s and the 40s when he was trying to learn how to fly. I know he had some incidents there in Pensacola when he was just first trying to take his flight exams and things like that, where they shut him down because of the color of his skin. And he rose above that, and he had to work hard. Nothing was handed to him, and nothing was given to him just because of his name or who he was. So hard work and determination over and over again. Someone tells you no, you go back, you figure out what you need to do to be better, and you approach it with excellence every time. So hard work, just that nothing is handed to you. You have to go out and earn it. You have to put the hours in. And to care about people and to really see them and he kind of had a coaching way about him, which is why he was such a great leader, but to bring the best out of people. So the fact that, again, kind of going back to the stories of he would make you feel like you were somebody, even if you were just getting, your feet wet in whatever it was you were doing. So hard work and then really caring about people and the individual.
Brittany, thank you for sharing that with us. It's beautiful to hear how your family keeps his spirit alive, not just through memories, but through the museum that continues to educate and inspire. And to our viewers, make sure to visit the General Daniel Chappie James Museum right here in Pensacola. Support it, share it, and bring the next generation to see firsthand what leadership, courage, and legacy truly looks like. And remember, if you like to purchase a commercial slot or share your next community event on the Black Business Project show, reach out to us at the Black Biz Proj at Bantucola.com. Don't move. We'll be right back after the break.
Group economics is about harnessing the strength of our community to create opportunities for everyone. It's not just about spending money locally. It's about empowering each other with knowledge and financial literacy. Group economics is about building trust and collaboration. It's all about recognizing the talents and skills within our community and leveraging them for the benefit of all. Join Bantucola in the promotion of group economics and let's financially flourish together. When our community practices group economics, something incredible is happening. It's a movement that's changing lives and building a brighter future for us all. Join the movement. Embrace group economics. Together, we can create a stronger, more resilient community where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Because when we invest in each other, we invest in our future. And y'all, the kids are the future. Let's make sure they have what they need. When we come together, we can achieve so much more. By supporting each other's businesses, we're reinvesting in our community. Together, we're making dreams a reality.
This holiday season, give the gift that keeps on giving: knowledge, confidence, and inspiration. At Lemonade Stand Bootcamp, our books teach youth how to understand money, make smart choices, and see themselves as leaders. From financial literacy to self-discovery, every page helps them grow stronger and dream bigger. These aren't just books, they're blueprints for brighter futures, tools that turn curiosity into confidence and ideas into impact. This season, empower the next generation to believe, to build, and to lead. Lemonade Stand Bootcamp, empowering youth, building leaders, changing communities, and being the bootstraps. Give the gift of growth at Lemonade Stand Bootcamp. This holiday, buy a book that can cultivate a future.
Are you looking to grow your business? Do you want to earn up to twice your revenue? The Black Business Project can help you get there. Become a sponsor today and gain exposure. The options to be a sponsor include segment sponsor, presenting sponsor, and community sponsor. If you're interested and want to learn more, please contact this email down below.
Now we turn to our cultural and historical segment where we celebrate heritage, highlight untold stories, and honor the people and places that continue to shape our identity. Welcome back to the Black Business Project show. In this week's historical segment, we're taking a step back in time to celebrate a place that helped shape minds and the futures of so many African Americans right here in the South, the Emerson Institute. Founded in the late 1800s and thriving well into the 1900s, the Emerson Institute stood as a beacon of education for African American students during a time when opportunities were limited and equality was far from reality. Located in Mobile, Alabama, Emerson was more than just a rural school, it was a movement. It became a safe space for young Black students to learn, grow, and dream. At its height, the school served around 200 African American students, providing them with not only academic instruction, but also values rooted in discipline, pride, and self-determination. Back then, education for Black youth in the rural South wasn't just about reading and writing. It was about freedom. It was about preparing the next generation to lead, to lift others, and to challenge the barriers that tried to hold them back. The Emerson Institute produced teachers, ministers, business owners, and community leaders who carried its legacy far beyond the classroom. Each graduate represented a victory, not just for themselves, but for every family who dared to believe that knowledge could change their destiny. And even though the school no longer stands as it once did, the spirit of the Emerson Institute lives on. Its story reminds us of the power of education in the Black community, the kind that builds leaders, restores hope, and strengthens generations. Today, when we celebrate historically Black colleges and universities, we see young people excelling in classrooms, boardrooms, and beyond. We're seeing the ripple effects of institutions like Emerson, schools that may have had small buildings but big visions. Let's keep their legacy alive by supporting education, mentoring our youth, and reminding them that greatness often starts in the most humble of classrooms. Because places like the Emerson Institute didn't just teach history, they made it. You're watching the Black Business Project show where we celebrate our past, empower our present, and invest in our future. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break. By remembering and celebrating our past, we build a stronger future. If you're a local business or organization, share your links below so we can support and uplift one another.
Are you looking to grow your business? Do you want to earn up to twice your revenue? The Black Business Project can help you get there. Become a sponsor today and gain exposure. The options to be a sponsor include segment sponsor, presenting sponsor, and community sponsor. If you're interested and want to learn more, please contact this email down below.
This holiday season, give the gift that keeps on giving: knowledge, confidence, and inspiration. At Lemonade Stand Bootcamp, our books teach youth how to understand money, make smart choices, and see themselves as leaders. From financial literacy to self-discovery, every page helps them grow stronger and dream bigger. These aren't just books, they're blueprints for brighter futures, tools that turn curiosity into confidence and ideas into impact. This season, empower the next generation to believe, to build, and to lead. Lemonade Stand Bootcamp, empowering youth, building leaders, changing communities, and being the bootstraps. Give the gift of growth at Lemonade Stand Bootcamp. This holiday, buy a book that can cultivate a future.
It's time for our business tip of the week, practical advice to help entrepreneurs and professionals grow, adapt, and succeed.
Today, we want to talk about one of the biggest challenges that every business owner faces: ourselves. That's right. Sometimes the biggest obstacles in your business isn't competition or the economy. It's your personality. There's a powerful tool called the Personality Plus that helps you identify your natural strengths and weaknesses. It's not to label you, but to help you manage yourself better as a business owner. Many times we face opposition or disorganization, not because we don't know what to do, but because we don't know why we do the things we do. There are 4 different personality types, which are color-coded. You have yellow, which is sanguine, the fun and energetic one; red, which is choleric, the driven leader; melancholy, which is the organized perfectionist; and then there's phlegmatic, green, which is a calm peacemaker. Let's break these down, because when you understand how your personality shows up in business, you can work with it and not against it. Let's start with yellow, sanguine. If you're sanguine, you're full of energy and creative. You love people and excitement. But here's the challenge: if something isn't fun, you lose interest fast. To stay on track, turn time management into a game. Reward yourself for completing tasks and make your work feel engaging. The second one, phlegmatic. Now, if you're phlegmatic, you're calm, dependable, and easygoing. But the calm can sometimes turn into procrastination. You'll wait until the last minute and the work gets done, but it's not your best. So for you, the secret is urgency. Set deadlines early and remind yourself your time is valuable to your business. Then there's red, choleric. You're a natural leader. You see the goal and make it happen no matter what. But you can also burn out and burn others out in the process. Remember, rest is a part of productivity. Delegate, breathe, and let your team shine too. Finally, there's the melancholy personality. You are structured, disciplined, and detail-oriented. You value excellence, but you struggle when unexpected things happen or when plans change. Flexibility is your growth point. Try to embrace the small imperfections that come with real-life business. The truth is, we all have strengths and weaknesses. And although we possess all 4 personality traits, most of us are a mixture of 2 main personality types. The key is not to change who you are, but to understand how you function. Because once you know yourself, you can manage your business, your team, and your time with confidence. So take a few minutes to learn about your personality type. It just might unlock the next level of success in your business. And this was your business tip for the week.
Let's continue to uplift our small businesses. If you're a business owner, drop your link below, because when we support local, we all rise together.
Are you looking to grow your business? Do you want to earn up to twice your revenue? The Black Business Project can help you get there. Become a sponsor today and gain exposure. The options to be a sponsor include segment sponsor, presenting sponsor, and community sponsor. If you're interested and want to learn more, please contact this email down below.
This holiday season, give the gift that keeps on giving: knowledge, confidence, and inspiration. At Lemonade Stand Bootcamp, our books teach youth how to understand money, make smart choices, and see themselves as leaders. From financial literacy to self-discovery, every page helps them grow stronger and dream bigger. These aren't just books, they're blueprints for brighter futures, tools that turn curiosity into confidence and ideas into impact. This season, empower the next generation to believe, to build, and to lead. Lemonade Stand Bootcamp, empowering youth, building leaders, changing communities, and being the bootstraps. Give the gift of growth at Lemonade Stand Bootcamp. This holiday, buy a book that can cultivate a future.
Thank you for joining us on the Black Business Project show. Remember, when we support Black-owned businesses, we're not just helping entrepreneurs, we're investing in families, building stronger communities, and shaping a brighter future for us all. I'm Nigeria, and this has been the Black Business Project show. Until next time, boldly building Black business together.